There is no reason any cat should have fleas this day and age, let alone have a flea infestation within the home. Great, another vet pushing poisonous flea topicals. There are many safe, effective flea treatments currently available. I am not going to put chemicals on my cat. I only use holistic, natural remedies. So if you enjoy fleas on your cat and in the home, stop this video right now. If you want to get rid of them, stay tuned. Vets only prescribe flea medicine from a big pharmaceutical company because they get a kickback. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Oz. This video is a follow-up to my first flea video, Got Fleas. Thanks so much for watching and commenting. If you haven't seen it, check it out. One thing I did not discuss in that video was specific flea treatments. I did this intentionally with the goal of the Got Fleas video to help initiate a conversation with your veterinarian about flea treatment options. After reading through the comments, I realized this might have been a little bit short-sighted on my part, and I apologize. So in this video, I'm going to chat about specific flea treatments, what they protect against, and the pros and cons of each treatment. And at the end of the video, since there is some interest, some natural flea treatments that actually work. And just to be clear, my perspective is one of a cat veterinarian with an active license. I treat cats, not homes. Because of this, I am unable to speak to home treatment effectiveness and safety with cats. In my experience, it is extremely rare that a home treatment is needed when using a flea treatment from this video as directed. So that is where my focus will be. And by flea treatment, I mean one that has been scientifically proven to be effective against fleas and safe for use in cats. Take a look at this chart. There are a ton of options to choose from, and each product addresses different parasites. And there are more out there. This should give you a general overview of potentially what is available to you. As always, if you have any questions, please consult your vet. I'll only discuss the products I have experience with and recommend in more detail, including the reasons I have gravitated towards these specific products. Don't we all just love Capstar? While I love Capstar and use it often, I only use it for a quick kill, especially in cats with feline allergic dermatitis, and it only kills the adult flea. You do not need a prescription for Capstar. It can be used in kittens that are 2 pounds or 4 weeks of age. It is a tablet that starts killing within 30 minutes, but it only lasts for 24 to 48 hours. By itself, Capstar will be ineffective at breaking the flea life cycle. It is not a long-term solution. I always use it in conjunction with another flea preventative that lasts a minimum of 30 days. One of the newer flea products to become available is Credelio. Credelio is by prescription only, kills the adult flea, and it can be used in cats that are 8 weeks of age or 2 pounds. It is also labeled for the black-legged tick, but only in cats 6 months and older. It is a tablet given once a month. It starts killing fleas within 6 hours, with 98% of fleas dead by 12 hours and 100% of fleas dead within 24 hours. Here are some cool facts about Credelio. Number 1, it has been shown to significantly help cats with feline allergic dermatitis, reducing symptoms like itching, scratching, hair loss, scabs, and skin infections. Number 2, even though it only kills the adult flea, in one study has been shown to reduce the home flea population down to 0 in 80 days. 80 days! So if you're getting bit by fleas, you may want to consider Credelio. Number 3, one of the craziest claims is that the tablet was successfully given to cats by over 99% of cat owners. Possible side effects include vomiting, diarrhea, breathing fast, weight loss, and Credelio should be used with caution in cats that are prone to seizures or have neurological issues. Be honest, if you sometimes forget to give your cat their flea treatment or are late giving your cat their flea treatment, you may want to consider Bravecto. Bravecto is by prescription only, kills the adult flea, and can be used in kittens weighing 2.6 pounds, but they need to be 6 months of age or older. It is a liquid applied to the skin on the back of the neck. It starts killing fleas in 1 hour with 100% efficacy in 8 hours after application. In addition to killing fleas, Bravecto also kills the black-legged tick, the Asian longhorn tick, and the American dog tick. Cool facts about Bravecto. Number 1, it protects against fleas and ticks for 3 months. That's 12 weeks of protection with just 1 application. One exception is it only protects against the American dog tick for 8 weeks. Number 2, it is the only product shown to be effective against the Asian longhorn tick. Number 3, it has also been shown to significantly help cats with feline allergic dermatitis, just like Credelio. And number 4, One study showed that a single dose of Bravecto can completely eradicate fleas in the home by 12 weeks, even though it only kills the adult flea. Possible side effects include vomiting, diarrhea, itching, hair loss, decreased appetite, lethargy, and scabs, ulcerated lesions at the application site. Bravecto should be used in caution with cats that are prone to seizures or have neurological issues. Anyone that knows me can attest to the fact that my favorite product and the one I prescribe the most is Revolution Plus. Revolution Plus is prescription only, kills the adult flea, and can be used in kittens that are 8 weeks of age or 2.6 pounds. It is a liquid applied to the skin on the back of the neck once a month. Revolution Plus has a slower kill time than Credelio and Bravecto. It starts killing fleas within 12 hours, and most adult fleas are dead within the first 24 hours. I am usually administering Capstar when I apply the first dose. The cool thing about Revolution Plus, and one of the reasons why I like it so much, is that in addition to killing fleas, it also kills for ticks, ear mites, heartworm, roundworms, and hookworms. Possible side effects include vomiting, diarrhea, mild irritation or hair loss at the application site, lethargy, decreased appetite, drooling, general itchiness. Revolution Plus should be used with caution in cats that are prone to seizures or have neurological issues. Those are the top flea treatments I use in cats. In regards to the other products at the top of the video, I don't have much experience with them. If they are working for you, great, continue to use them. If your vet prescribes them, follow the recommendations by your vet. However, if you are having difficulty breaking the flea life cycle and have used other products without much success, ask your vet about one of these treatments I mentioned in this video. Now, let's cut to the chase and chat specifically when I use and recommend these treatments. Which product should I use if I'm getting bit by fleas at home? I would recommend Credelio or Bravecto. It only takes 80 days with Credelio and 12 weeks with Bravecto to reduce the flea population down to 0 in the home, so either would be fine. Now, if you occasionally forget to apply your cat's flea treatment, I would choose Bravecto because one application lasts 12 weeks. Using Credelio or Bravecto is the fastest way to break the flea life cycle and eliminate fleas from the home, even though it only kills the adult flea. Which product should I use if my cat goes outside sometimes? I would recommend Revolution Plus. The broadest protection will be from Revolution Plus, which addresses 6 parasites: fleas, 4 ticks, heartworm, hookworms, roundworms, and ear mites. If your cat goes outside, I'd use this monthly, year-round. Which product should I use if I forget to give my cat their flea treatment? I would recommend Bravecto. With 3 months of protection, this is a no-brainer. Compliance, or rather lack of compliance, is a real thing. Missing a dose or being late with a dose can allow the flea cycle to continue. These are real reasons why it can be difficult to eliminate fleas from the home and contribute to the perceived illusion that some products have flea resistance. If you are using a monthly preventative, you have to apply it the same day every month. What products should I use on my cat if they live with a dog? I would recommend Revolution Plus. As a cat vet, I blame many things on dogs, including fleas, ticks, and parasites like roundworms and hookworms. Dogs can bring all of these inside. The best protection for your indoor-only cat that lives with a dog is Revolution Plus because it addresses all of these parasites. I don't have fleas, but I want the best protection. Which product should I use? I would recommend Revolution Plus. Hands down Revolution Plus because it protects against 6 parasites and works best before a flea infestation. Heartworm is transmitted by mosquitoes. Fleas and ticks find their way inside, and parasites can be brought in on rodents, insects, and shoes. The best insurance you can buy for your cat is Revolution Plus. What should I use for ticks? That depends on which tick or ticks are in your area. If you have the Asian long-haired tick, you only have one option, Bravecto. If you want the broadest tick protection, Revolution Plus protects against 4 ticks: Lone Star tick, Gulf Coast tick, American dog tick, and the black-legged tick. Other products from the list at the top of the video with broad tick protection include Catago, Frontline Plus, On Guard Plus, Seresto Collar, Bravecto Plus, and NexGuard Combo Plus. If you find a tick on your cat, try to identify it or bring it to your vet to identify. Only then can we make a more specific approach to tick prevention. Which product do I recommend overall? I recommend Revolution Plus. In a cat without a flea infestation, has a negative fecal analysis, and is healthy without any known underlying medical issues, for me, I want a preventative that protects against the most parasites with one application. By far, the product I recommend and sell the most to my clients is Revolution Plus. Side effects are rare, I just don't see fleas on cats that use it monthly, and it makes me look good. If I have a heavy flea burden or cat parents are getting eaten alive, I start with Credelio or Bravecto for a faster kill and to reduce the home flea population down to 0 in about 3 months. Then I go back to Revolution Plus for the heartworm and tick protection. Again, I'd argue it's the best insurance you can buy for your cat. Advantage Multi or Bravecto Plus as a general preventative. Great products. Advantage Multi doesn't protect against ticks, and Bravecto Plus only protects against 2 ticks, not 4 like Revolution Plus. Again, I'm choosing a product that protects against the most parasites with one application. Bravecto Plus has the advantage of 2 months of protection with one application, while Revolution Plus only lasts 1 month. What product is best for feline allergic dermatitis? I would recommend Credelio or Bravecto. All 3 products do a good job at reducing the symptoms associated with feline allergic dermatitis. However, the quickest resolution of symptoms will occur with Credelio and Bravecto because they are the fastest at reducing the at-home flea population and killing fleas on your cat. I also give a Capstar tablet when applying these products for an even faster adult flea kill. Your vet may prescribe an anti-inflammatory in the short term like a steroid to help relieve the itch until the fleas are under control. What products do you recommend for kittens? I would recommend Revolution or Revolution Plus. If you have a kitten that is less than 8 weeks of age or under 2 pounds, the only option you have is a bath with Blue Dawn soap a few times a week. Make sure you rinse the kitten's coat thoroughly with water and monitor the kitten's temperature so it doesn't drop too low. Now, if your kitten is 8 weeks of age and 2 pounds, I use Revolution because it addresses many of the issues kittens may have. And I treat a lot of what I call kitten specials. Kittens with fleas, worms, parasites, ear mites, upper respiratory infections, and ringworm. And Revolution addresses many of these issues with one application. You can also use Revolution Plus if a kitten is 2.8 pounds, and this will be useful especially if you're noticing ticks on a kitten. Revolution does not protect against ticks. I also give a Capstar tablet if I see any evidence of fleas. What about killing flea eggs? All of the products we have been chatting about only kill the adult flea. However, certain products do contain insect growth regulators or insect development inhibitors, which help stop eggs and larvae from developing. Some common products you may be familiar with are Program, Frontline Plus, and Advantage 2. Sounds great, right? But for me, I've never really needed to stop egg and larva development because my top 3 flea preventatives break the flea cycle even though they only kill the adult flea, with Credelio and Bravecto reducing flea home populations down to 0 by 3 months. Vacuuming is a great way to address and suck up all stages of the flea cycle. The vibration and heat of the vacuum may result in some pupae hatching from their cocoon and becoming a flea, which makes them more vulnerable to treatment. Just make sure to take the vacuum bag or canister outside right away. The fleas can escape and reinfest your home. Washing your cat's bedding can also make a difference. Make sure you are using hot water and dry them on high heat for this to work. And make sure you are doing this for anything your cat sleeps on, and do it often. When should I treat for fleas? This may vary on your geographical location and worth asking your vet. More and more, the recommendation for treating fleas, no matter your location, is year-round. In fact, CAPC, or the Companion Animal Parasite Council, recommends flea and tick treatment year-round. To learn why, click the link in the description. What about over-the-counter flea products? When you purchase an over-the-counter flea product, you are potentially opening a can of worms. Anyone remember being trained on how to spot fake frontline? I do. Not fun. You can still buy treatments with pyrethrins in them, the dangerous chemical that can cause tremors, seizures, coma, and deaths in cats. And it's confusing buying flea products in a retail setting or online. Do you know the difference between these 3 over-the-counter flea products? One product has a pyrethrin in it. You know, the chemical that causes tremors, seizures, coma, and death in cats. And even though it says canine on the front of Advantix, and there's a picture of a dog on the packaging, and it says in bright yellow, do not use on cats, may be fatal. it is still unintentionally put on cats. Do I wish the names were drastically different? Yes, it would probably save a lot of cats. This is one example of the reality of buying over-the-counter flea products online or from a retail store. Not only is it confusing, it can be dangerous. More and more government agencies, vet organizations, and news outlets are sounding the alarm bells about fake or counterfeit flea products that are being sold online and in stores. What about generic flea products? Personally, I stick with name brands and what works. Some products like Frontline and Advantage that were only sold through vets and have lost their patents have now moved into the retail space, and generic versions of these products have popped up everywhere. Just take a look at all these products with similar active ingredients. Historically, these products work great and really changed how we treated fleas in cats. Back to a time when we dipped cats. I'm still not really sure what that is. That was before my time. And the treatments we did use, namely pyrethrins, did not do great things to cats. Recently, many clients have questioned the effectiveness of these products, and this is a difficult subject because the literature does not really show any resistance to any flea products. In fact, studies continue to show that these products are effective at killing fleas. Many experts believe that the perceived resistance of some of these products mainly lies with not administering the treatments as directed to all the pets in the household for a long enough period of time to completely break the flea cycle. So why do I and many other vets recommend these products? Because you vets get a big kickback from the big pharmaceutical companies. Hey, big pharmaceutical companies, I haven't received anything from you yet, except for a few pens. Thanks, by the way. But if you feel so inclined, I and many other vets recommend these products because they work. They are safe. They have double-blinded, peer-reviewed scientific studies showing their effectiveness and safety. We have experience with them in our patients. We have used them and trust them. And we know what potentially could be in a flea that can be passed not only to your cat, but also to you. Natural treatments work just as well and don't poison or kill my cat. Well, let's chat about that. I think most of us would agree this is an acceptable definition of natural and one we are referring to when we say natural flea treatment. Natural, existing in or caused by nature, not made or caused by humankind. The reality is the term natural does not mean good. The term natural does not mean better. The term natural does not mean safe. The plague is natural and was responsible for the death of millions of people in Europe during the Middle Ages. The bacteria Yersinia pestis was transmitted from rodents to humans, typically by direct contact with an infected animal or by none other than the flea through a flea bite. It still occurs naturally in the Western United States. The concern with natural flea treatments is that they can be harmful to cats. Cats are uniquely sensitive to many things, and there is nothing to support their effectiveness and safety in cats except personal anecdotal experiences. This is why we recommend flea products from the list. We know at a minimum, cats experience constant itching and irritation from flea bites. This can lead to excessive scratching, biting, and grooming, which then causes red bumps, scabs, hair loss, and even anxiety or restlessness. Feline allergic dermatitis can result when a cat's skin becomes super sensitive to a protein in flea saliva, often requiring anti-inflammatory medications to relieve the itch and get a cat to stop damaging their skin through scratching or biting. Secondary skin infections can also occur. This is commonly seen around the neck, shoulder blades, and lumbar region above the tail base. In severe cases, especially in kittens, a heavy infestation can lead to anemia from blood loss. There are potentially a few organisms in a flea that can be transmitted to our cats and to us, depending on your location. We know fleas can harbor and transmit things like tapeworms, Bartonella or cat scratch fever, Mycoplasma, the plague, and rickettsia. And this is not an attempt to scare you. These are just the facts. Yes, side effects can and do occur, as they do with any medication. However, in my experience, they are generally pretty mild and rare. Hair loss and redness at the application site is probably the most common thing that I see, and this is going to be due to an individual cat's sensitivity to a specific product. This is usually remedied by applying the liquid in multiple spots along the back of the neck instead of applying all the liquid in one location. All cats are at risk, even indoor-only cats. I see more fleas on indoor-only cats than cats that spend some time outside. And the reason for this is, If a cat spends some time outside, they are usually on a preventative. A cat that is indoor only is usually not on a preventative, which means when a flea enters the home and at some point a flea will find their way inside, now they have an unprotected meal, an indoor only cat not on a preventative to start the flea cycle. Fleas are known hitchhikers and will find a way inside on a dog or a human if given the opportunity. And the indoor-only cats I most commonly see fleas on are cats that live with dogs. Dogs can and will bring fleas and parasites into the home, either with their coat or with their paws. So if your cat lives with a dog, you should strongly consider year-round prevention. Just because your dog is protected does not mean your cat is safe. Diagnosing and treating fleas is one of the easiest things I do in my day. Yet it often brings some of the biggest pushback. It's a topic that often brings a lot of anger and mistrust, which I do not fully understand. If it appears that I'm a little frisky or defensive in this video, that would be a fair observation. The reason for this is that too often the flea treatment conversation is hijacked or distracted from anecdotal stories or personal experiences. And the result that follows is the recommendation and advice from highly trained individuals, receptionists, client care coordinators, kennel staff, veterinary assistants, veterinary technicians, veterinary nurses, and veterinarians is often ignored and dismissed. And the flea cycle continues. As promised, here are the natural flea treatments and home remedies with scientific studies that show their effectiveness against fleas and safety in cats. Take a look at this list. I hope these videos help you achieve a flea-free cat and a flea-free home. Treating fleas is an active process, one that takes months to complete. And the second you forget about a flea, that's when the flea cycle starts to ramp up in your home. I have a bunch of resources and links to studies on specific flea treatments in the description, so check those out. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video.